Good afternoon. This is News at 2, live from Wisdom Yard Television. I am Toyosi Adeshino. The news headlines. Kano Emirates Tosu. Courts give conflicting orders on Sanusi's removal. Anxiety as police commence demolition of barracks in Lagos. Nobody gives Emefiele approval to redesign Naira, ex-CBN director. Now the news in details. The trial of the immediate past governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, continued on Tuesday with a former director of operations at the Apex Bank, Ahmed Umar, telling the court that the Naira redesign embarked upon by Emefiele late 2020 did not have the approval of the Committee of Governors. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission had on May 15 arraigned Emefiele before Justice Mayen Aneni of the Federal High Capital Territory on charges bordering on alleged unlawful redesign and printing of the new Naira note. In the charge marked CR/264/2024, the EFCC alleged that Emefiele carried out the Naira redesign policy without the approval of the CBN board and President Buhari. The anti-graft agency said, without the approval of the CBN board and the President Muhammadu Buhari, Emefiele spent 18.96 billion naira for the printing and swapping a new Naira note worth 684.5 million naira. It's alleged that Emefiele, knowingly disobeying the direction of Section 19 of the CBN Act 2007, approved the printing pieces of color swapped of 1,000 naira notes without the recommendation of the Board of Central Bank and the strict approval of the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, among other things. At the trial opening on Tuesday, the EFCC fielded ex-CBN Director of Operations Umar as its first witness. Led in evidence by the EFCC prosecutor Rotimi Oyedepo-San, Umar told the court that his department in 2022 was directed to come up with a new design for the Naira. The witness told the court that the Naira redesign memo was presented to the Committee of Governors for their consideration review on October 26, 2022, but the committee did not approve it. The controversy trailing the Kano Emirates Zoo took another dimension yesterday as the Federal High Court and Kano State Court sitting in the state gave conflicting orders on the removal of the reinstated Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi II. The state government had last week abolished the five emirates, deposed Aminu Ado Bayero as the Emir of Kano and reinstated Muhammadu Sanusi II instead. While the Federal High Court ordered the eviction of Sanusi II from the palace, the State High Court restrained the police, Department of State Security, DSS, and other security agencies from arresting him or invading palace. The Federal High Court order followed an ex parte motion by Bayero through its counsel, ML Yusufari San, before the Federal High Court proceeded over by Justice S.A. Amobeda, praying the court to evict Sanusi from the palace. Fear and anxiety have gripped officers and men of the Nigeria Police Force residents in police barracks in Lagos State following directives by police authorities for work to immediately commence in the rehabilitation of barracks located in different parts of the state. Following this, there are fears that no fewer than 1 million officers and men of the force and their families would be ejected from the barracks to give way for the commencement of works at the barracks. Already, a directive to that effect had been issued to those that would be affected by the exercise, while 10 directives have been given to the Nigerian Police Force, Property Development and Construction Company to commence phase 1 of the restructuring exercise in the affected barracks. An official directive to that effect cited by Vanguard dated May 15, 2024 stated that the execution of the Barracks Development Program in Lagos would cover the following barracks: Ejere Police Barracks, Bodilion Barracks, Falomo Police Mounted Troops, Ribadu Ikoyi, Alausa Police Barracks, Obafemi Awolowo Way Ikeja, Federal Highway Patrol Barracks, Yaba, and Ikwari Police Barracks, Surulere. The directive further said, payment of compensation to verified occupants of the listed barracks will commence immediately ahead of demolition or dilapidated structures that the exercise is to pave way for the construction of new structures, which will commence in earnest. It also said personnel should be deployed to work closely with the company officials and their partners to ensure that every occupant vacate the barracks as soon as they are paid their dues, and they should ensure completion of the process on or before May 30, 2024 to ensure that developers move to sites. Some of the affected policemen that spoke with Vanguard lamented that such exercises have been carried out in the past, especially whenever the date for the tenure of a serving Inspector General of Police approaches. Before the news comes to an end, listen to the headlines once again. Kano Emirates Tosu. Courts give conflicting orders on Sanusi's removal. Anxiety as police commence demolition of barracks in Lagos. Nobody gives Emefiele approval to redesign Naira, ex-CBN director. Thank you for staying tuned. I remain Toyosi Adeshino. Good afternoon.